from the Lakes Golf Club.
And Minwoo Lee, his second hole of the day, the 11th, he was all over the place on this hole. This was actually his 5th shot on the par 5 after finding the wasteland area left off the tee. And would you believe it? How's that for a par?
It's been that kind of fortnight for Minwoo Lee. They're the moments that only he can produce. So what about Cameron Smith? This is second at the short par 4, 13th. Great little green, upturned saucer pin over on the right today. Not far from there. Very nice, Mr. Smith. Watch it. Very nearly. Just to tap in for birdie.
And Rikuya Hoshino, what an effort it was last week at the PGA Championship. This is hit putt down the slope as well. Front pin there on 13 is something, and what an effort that was by the Japanese player. Incredible birdie putt.
Like Minwoo Lee endeared himself to many, Hoshino. This also at 13. Steps it in. Minwoo on a run. Third birdie of the day.
On the 14th, the par 5 across the water. So this is a fun hole. Most players will be hitting this green in 2 quite comfortably, but the green is where it gets very interesting. A lot of slope to it, and if you 2-putt this green, you're pretty happy to walk off the next with a 4.
So birdies at 13 and 14 for Minwoo Lee. How about Hoshino? Not quite there. Just the simple tap in. Look at the crowds out there. Sport for choice this morning and this afternoon. 2 great golf courses.
There certainly were, and have a look at those views back there. There's so many lakes on this Lakes Golf Course for obvious reasons. This is on the par 5, 17th. That was his eagle attempt. And he wants to tap that in for a birdie.
Now also at 17, Minwoo Lee. So this, in fact, for his 3rd of the day. Would have picked up 2 there. Eagle miss. Tap in for birdie.
Now Smith on the 5th hole. This for his birdie. Beautifully rolled in there. He would end up shooting a 1 under par 71 to open his account. A little bit better effort than last week at the PGA. Still trailing by quite a bit.
Yeah, but it's more of the same from the PGA, which is music to the ears of Minwoo Lee fans. This at 6. Picked up another at the 1st. Amazing stuff, round of at 67 for Minwoo Lee to open his campaign in the Australian Open.
Mark Leishman had a very fine week last week at the PGA, finishing 3rd. Struggled on his opening 9, 3 over early, but this was his shot into 6 for a par 5, for a birdie, and ended up with a 1 under par 71.
How about our current men's leader? It's that man on screen, Cameron Davis. Started the day, what was it, 5 under through 5, that at 7 to get yet another.
He was on fire, wasn't he? Teed off the back 9, just rolling this birdie putt in, and he would collect another one. That was to get him to 8 under, and he would finish the day with a 9 under par.
Yeah, it has 1 left to play. Picked up 1 at the 8th as well, so there's maybe even more to come. What a round, Warren, from Cameron Davis. Let's take you back through the morning action across over at the Lakes. And Minji Lee, her 3rd shot here at her 2nd hole of the day, the 11th. Stunning. Needless to say, she rolled that in for a birdie.
Yeah, playing alongside Steph Kiriakou. 3 nice shots to the middle of the green. This for her birdie on the par 5. Very nicely done from the New South Welshman.
Yeah, she's fun to watch as well. What a character. Gabby Ruffles, what a year. Won the Order of Merit, the money list over on the Epson Tour, the secondary tour in the USA. We'll be seeing much more of Gabby Ruffles in 2024 on the LPGA.
This is Minji Lee coming up the slope on the par 5, 14th for eagle. Such a big tier in that green, goes up about 5 feet, so happy to 2-putt from down there for her birdie.
Found the back tier, Kiriakou. This for eagle, hit the green in 2. just slides by on the high side. But a birdie nonetheless. That got her to 2 under par for the round.
And Gabby Ruffles, second shot into the par 4 16th. As Zara Woodbridge on the bag this week. You know that name, the Woodbridges, famous tennis family and good friends with Gabby Ruffles and their family. So good to see her on the bag. What an approach there at 16.
Yeah, let's not forget that Gabby Ruffles used to play tennis before she switched to golf. And it's been a very quick rise, courtesy of birdies like that at the 16th.
Nice to have the choice, two sports, isn't it? Now, Minjee Lee, this is on the first. They teed off the 10th hole, so this was her 10th of the day. Beautiful roll.
To the third, Steph Kyriakou. Is for eagle, 2 really good shots to there, and a dash of yellow on the scorecard. Going along really nicely over there at the Lakes today.
And Minjee once again, she's on the green. It's usually putting for birdie. And this on the 5th. What a beautiful roll. She is something special with that putter.
Something special in golf, isn't she? The 3-time Greg Norman medal winner, the only person to do that. This for birdie at the 6th. That's been the club that's really changed the last 6 months for Minjee Lee. Right in the jaws. She was shelling them for fun out there today.
And always nice to see G.A. Shin come down to our shores playing this tournament. This for birdie on 7. That got her to 5 under par at that stage, sitting atop of the leaderboard in the Women's Australian Open right now.
She got just the 1 to play, so it was a round of 3 under par for Minjee Lee, 1 under par for Gabby Ruffles, and 4 under for Steph Kyriakou. A couple of bonus shots here, nearly in for Minjee, who birdied her last 2 holes of the day. That was at 8. And here we go, we're going to get the 9th as well.
Unusual here at the Lakes, where they have 2 par 3s to finish both 9s. And what a roll that was by Minjee. Birdie finish for a 3 under par round of 70.
Also at 9, Gabby Ruffles, great shot in. Pure as the driven snow. So a round of 72, 1 under par for Ruffles.
Steph Kyriakou, seems like they enjoyed this 9th hole. Sliding that one in the left side. Beautiful roll. Finishing high score of 69.
Yeah, so highlights, but also a little bit more like feature group coverage over there. We're seeing it lots from over at the Lakes, and understandably so, given the scores coming out of there.
So we have a Woodbridge on the bag, we have a Ruffles in action, we have a Smiley in action.
The radar wasn't showing this, I can assure you. Rachel Lee, her final hole of an opening round, which has been stunning so far. Rain, hail or shine, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely, over to the Lakes, it's bucketing it down now. That is a final birdie for Rachel Lee, and she takes the lead on her own with a couple to finish off her day. 17 and 18, and she is running for the clubhouse.
With the summer of tennis right around the corner, Wide World of Sports has every angle covered.
From match highlights, press conferences and every breaking news story, Wide World of Sports is your home of tennis.
So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing this summer.